current world champion, and we are about to start a crackerjack quarterfinal number 4.
Yeah, a couple of good natural footers in this heat. Joel Parkinson had an absolute blinder this morning. I think he had a 9.6 and an 8 something, so he's definitely in good form. The Taj Burrows, you never count him out. He's a little freak. Aritz, I don't know that much about Aritz, but he's definitely impressed me at this event. He's thrown out some huge turns and definitely not afraid to put it on the line. And then Toby Martin is the ultimate competitor.
So we got the Hitch results there. Hitcher, you want to just go through the results there, mate?
Yeah, we had Timmy Reyes in first. He had a great heat. B. Durbridge got through in second. Unfortunately for Ace, that last wave, he just fell off at the end and didn't quite get the score. And then my boy, poor old Tommy Whittaker, had a shocker.
As we see, take us through it.
Porky. No, he just got caught by that section, but look at this section. What's his hack?
Oh, God. Joel Parkinson there coming up the bottom end. Nice big open face hack there from Parko. And let's see what do we got, ladies and gentlemen, as he comes around. Still, 2 big hacks there. Trademark hack there, Mick, is Parko's forehand hook.
Yeah, Joel's got a hell forehand hack. I think it's probably the best in the business at the moment, especially in waves like this. He gets it so on rail, and everyone should log in next week. Defending champion of the O'Neill World Cup of Surfing. So, Joel's pretty gnarly when it comes to conditions like this.
Yeah, he is, mate. He's a former champion out there at Sunset, as you mentioned. He surfed amazing.
He won it twice.
Yeah, he's won it twice. He won it actually about 5 years back, was it, 2 or 4 years back or something?
He won it in 2002. Yeah, when it was actually a CT actually.
That's right, he did. He was. I remember having a couple of cold cervezas there on the beach at Pipe there after a little celebration.
Yeah.
But as we see the Aussies walking along the beach, the lone American there, Timmy Reyes, taking down all 3 Australians there. And B. Durbridge, though, as we see. Hitcho, who we got out the back?
We got White, that's
TV.
It's Taj Burrows. There's a lot of water in front of him here. Hopefully he can get round it, but it shuts down and unfortunately can't make it back out in the open face.
So we are at 22 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Joel Parkinson comes in at a 6.83. So Parko, that was one of his throwaway scores in his last heat. So he may be able to keep that. We mentioned he did have a dream heat in that last heat. Taj Burrows there just coming into 2.0. Still plenty of time left, just over 22 minutes. And for the people up on the screen, we got in the red Joel Parkinson, in the white Taji Burrows, and in the yellow Aritz Aranburu, and rounding it out in the black Murderer, the Merds from DY. Is that right?
Yep, he's from DY. Goes for Manly. He was on the tipping comp this year with all the boys in the surfing, and of course his team was doing good, so everyone was hating him and really ripping in. I know Mick put a couple of comments in.
I'm a lover, not a fighter, mate.
How did the Panthers do in the?
We got the wooden spoon. I'm proud to say, Don't worry, mate. The Roosters weren't that much higher.
Yeah, the Roosters didn't do that much better. So it's a bit of a bad year for both our teams, but always next year.
Exactly.
So, all right, guys, we're just going to get down a beach interview there. It looks like we might have Jeremy Sarkle.
All right, I'm down here with Timmy Reyes, winner of quarterfinal number 3. Timmy, conditions are still very big and out of control. Saw you wipe out pretty bad on one wave. How's your endurance right now?
It's actually not too bad. It's actually stronger than I think it is right now, actually. Been training a bunch at home, and luckily for that, and that one wipeout took a little bit of energy away, and just ended up riding a couple white waters in so that I can regain my breath, and took, I think, almost 2, so almost 2 underwater, so that was interesting, and but yeah, just it's a little bit out of control, but there's still some really good waves, and just really stoked to be in the situation I'm in right now.
Yeah, as we stated, you were injured most of last year. This has got to be a huge confidence booster for you going into Pipe.
Pipe's a lot different than this. It's not as heavy water moving around and stuff like this, but you can definitely still get hurt out there, and you treat every wave differently out here, and all with respect, and just really stoked to be surfing out here.
Right on, Timmy. Thanks a lot. Good luck in the semifinals. Back up to you guys up top.
Thanks for that, Snorks. That's our man on the beach. Jeremy Sarkle there, and Mick, you are the first person to know about injury there, and I guess sometimes when your back's against the wall and you're really thinking about, is my career over or whatever, it probably sometimes can be I wouldn't say a benefit in disguise, but it really makes you knuckle down. And Timmy Reyes, along with you, had major injuries that, I mean, how long were you guys out?
Yeah, I was personally out for 6 months. Timmy was a bit longer, I think. He was just getting back in the water, and then he injured himself again. So he had a bit of misfortune with that. But yeah, as you just saw in that last heat, he's back and he's ripping. So yeah, it's good to see. Stoked to have him back on tour.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of Timmy Reyes. Tell us a little about what your thoughts on him.
Yeah, he's a great surfer, and he always puts it on the line. Saw him one year in Fiji, pull into some crazy things. So he definitely has a go, and he's a great guy too. I think they call him Captain Good Vibes on the tour. He's always walking around with a smile. He's champion.
Yeah, and Timmy Reyes there, he might be a man of small stature, but he's got a big heart and he's got big gonads, as you'd say.
Yep.
So as we're coming down to just under 19 minutes there, still only two waves ridden. We've got Joel Parkinson out in front with a 6.83, and in second place we got TB with a 2.0. So Mick, a couple of questions online here, mate.
Nerd's got a 4 there too before you start.
Sorry, Toby Martin there in black.
Here we go again. Who's this? This is Aritz. Little cut back, and then he's got pretty good wave here. Look at this section. Just trying to throw it up there. Gets caught a little bit, but he'll set it up, and then it's sort of just a little bit late. Just hopes he can get a little dunny bowl section. There's a little bit, but just came unstuck.
So it's unfortunate there for Ritz. He rode that thing from out the back all the way in, and just coming unstuck there on a turn. And we're just waiting for scores, but Toby Martin did get a 4.0 there. He is in second, Taj Burrows in third, and Aritz in fourth. Now, Mick, here's a question. Mick, oh, hang on, it just wet. Somebody was asking, do you ride thicker boards in colder waves compared to warmer waves?
No, I used to think that was a good theory, but I just ride the same. If you fit, you've got a little extra rubber on, but it shouldn't. Once you stand up on the wave, it's you just want to ride the same equipment.
That's right, and the wetsuits are probably so high tech nowadays, they're so thin anyway. Probably doesn't feel too bad. You don't wear wetties a lot of months of the year on the Goldie, but where would be the spot where you travel where you probably use your wetsuits the most, you think, on tour?
J-Bay?
J-Bay, yeah.
J-Bay or Bells?
Yeah, Bells. Chile was freezing this year. I was wearing booties the whole event, but that was sort of just because of the rocks. But yeah, and then Europe can get pretty cold.
So, mate, let's just talk quickly too about the Rip Curl event. It was, in Chile last year. The year before that, got amazing waves there in Mexico. Any little secrets at all out of the bag where it's going to be next year?
No, I don't know. I've heard rumours myself, but I haven't spoken to the boss yet. So I'll tell you when I know.
Icho, Mick Fanning is the man to ask there, being Rip Curl's #1 lad there.
Yeah, you're putting him on the spot, mate.
As we see Toby Martin there, and look at this thing coming through, guys.
Yeah, it looks like the conditions are getting pretty tricky out there.
See Joel paddling out the back. Can he get on it? No.
And it looks like Surfer in black there just got absolutely blasted by that one.
It's Toby Martin, he's getting washed in.
Oh, Merds, he's a strong man, he'll survive. As we see Murder there trying to get back out through the lineup. Bit of a slow heat this one, guys. 16 minutes. I was actually rubbing my hands together. Couldn't wait to see this one, and the guys have been a little bit starved for surf.
Unfortunately, the conditions aren't really holding up. Like you said, Joel Parkinson had huge scores, and you didn't even think he'd keep a 6.8 in this heat, but I'm sure he's stoked he's got it now, and hopefully he can get another score under his belt and take it home for the Aussies.
So there's the official scores up on the board currently right now. Joel Parkinson with a 6.83, Toby Martin the 5.77, Aritz with that big one only getting a 2.93, and TB yet to really get his campaign up and running with a 2.0. So still plenty of time left, eh? 15:30.
Yep, and the action comes through in flurries. I remember Dingo's heat, and he didn't have a wave until 15 minutes to go, and then him and both Bottle got really good waves, as we see.
Here goes Porky again. Huge open face hack. Here comes another one. Watch this one. Ooh. and he's going to finish this with a couple more. And yeah, he's just going snowboarding right now, and he's just waiting for another little section, trying to find a pit, and big dive off the back. But
Nice.
that was a pretty good backup wave there for Joel.
Yeah, that's nice big kick out. I saw you do a beautiful big dismount yesterday, I think, on one of those, or might have been the day before Thanksgiving there. Sometimes when you've got that section coming out, you've just got a freaking Superman out the back, huh?
I was just waiting for my board to hit me in the back of the head. Lucky it didn't.
And it looks like we've got the cameraman Prickett once again.
He's been washed in again?
He's having a shocker.
You know, I think it could be Larry Haynes.
Might be Larry.
I see Prickett's still on the ski, so I think it's Larry Haynes. And he loves a good swim.
So we see TB taking off right now. This wave's got a lot of wall on it. He's trying to get along the face. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it around. He kicks out.
So still waiting for scores to be dropped now. Joel Parkinson definitely with another good ride there. He's kind of dictating this heat as we see Surfer in yellow. Just kicking out there.
Rich is trying to get himself out of the impact zone.
We're under 14 minutes for you guys at home. Under 14 minutes remaining. So as we see, kind of a messy lineup at the moment. The wind's kind of really funking into the side of it there. And,
you get so excited, you think you're going to go out there and get pits and stuff, and then you just get stuck with a giant rapid.
That's it, eh? And this is one of those heats, as we saw. You know, you're right, Hitcho, you do see some heats where there's a lot of action, and then other heats there where it's kind of a bit stagnant like this.
Yeah, well, hopefully they get another chance to put some good turns together, but I don't know, you never know at this place.
And I've just been informed that the semi-finals will be 30-minute semi-finals, so make an extra 5 minutes out there, definitely going to be a bonus.
Oh, yeah, definitely. As I said earlier, if you get caught inside, it'll take you 5 minutes to get back out the back. So, yeah, maybe you can get it caught inside and still make the heat.
I know that Tommy Witts would have liked that extra 5 minutes, wouldn't he, Hitch?
I don't even another 5 minutes would have helped him. He was having a shocker, poor fella. But always next time for the Bronny Pig. I'm sure I'll be ripping it up at sunset, and hopefully he does well there.
Now, Mick, just a little
paddle on the inside, but no, he's not going.
Mick, a little question online: who shapes the boards for Hawaii? We know that Darren Hanley is your main shaper, and he's your global shaper. But do you kind of mix it up a little bit when you come to Hawaii?
Yeah, in Hawaii I ride Wade Cuartos. I've been riding his boards over here for about 5 years now, and yeah, they're insane. I didn't even bring any Darrens this year. I just came over with a set of golf clubs and let Wade get his tools out, and yeah, they're insane. They've been working great.
So there you go, Mick saying that Wade Takoro are his preferred Hawaiian shaped surfboards. And you mentioned you come with a golf club, so is that your little hobby in between surfing? As we see the surfer in black, who we got? It is Murderer. Take us through, Hitcho.
Well, he got caught behind the section there. Unfortunately, he just swan dives off. As we see, who is that?
It is
Aritz.
Aritz Aranburu in yellow. Nice big hack there. Looks like he might get around this section, hopefully, and should stand up again for him. He comes around the foam into the dunning bowl section, and nice snap there. Another carve. He finishes off with a floater, so really fit some turns in on the end. It's a little slow to get going, getting around that foam, but
That was a
really
good wave.
surfed good at the end there. Put it all together well.
It was a good wave there from Aritz. He was in third. He only needed a 2.85, boys. What do you reckon?
Oh, yeah, he definitely got that. I think, that's going to be up in the sevens, I think. So, yeah, I think he's definitely going to go into second.
And sorry?
The replay maybe not.
So we're going to watch the replay. You guys decide who wants to take us through it.
Go for it, Mick.
Okay. He's stroking really hard. No, he's up and running, and sort of like a little airdrop over the bump, and just driving around this section. This first turn's pretty sick. It's just big sort of hack just to set up the wave, and as he's driving, sort of look for like a pit section, but it didn't just quite do it. And then he saw this hell section around the corner, and he just thought, oh, I'm just going to give it to her, and just huge drop wallet. It was sick, and then just finished it off with some big solid turns. That hack was pretty sick, and then finished off with a little floater and a claim.
So you're right there, Mick. Nice scoring ride there from Aritz, and he comes through at an 8.17. So Aritz in yellow has moved into second behind Joel Parkinson. Aritz now only needs a 5.16 to take the lead in the heat. In third place, Toby Martin needs a 7.11, and Taj Burrows yet to get in the heat. He needs a near perfect score of a 9. So we're just under 10 minutes remaining. So still plenty of time out there for the riders to be able to get back into position and definitely get another ride. We have the surfer in white. Who we got there?
Taj Burrows, just that wave didn't cooperate. He just kicks out. But yeah, getting back to the golf clubs, Mick. I know we're trying to turn you into a bit of a geek and you're taking it up, but you've already had a hole in one, mate. What's going on there? I'm very jealous.
I don't know. Something's just happened as we see Taj blend. Oh, nearly got the hell pit, but it's just a bit deep. But yeah, back to the hole in one. That was a big fluke. I'm not that good at golf.
There's a few boys on tour that really love the golf, and we call ourselves the golf geeks. And I know we've been playing forever, and Richie Lovett's the only one out of all of us to ever get a hole in one. And I think Mick's been playing for a couple of months.
I started a year ago exactly. We got new clubs when we won the keys to the continent last year at Trestles, Taj and I, and so I've just been playing golf since then, and I don't know.
It's just too easy, you can do it all.
Oh, yeah, right.
So Mick, we got a comment here. Mick on the golf course, are you better than Kelly?
Nah, no way. I've only been playing for a year, and but Kelly wasn't too happy when I got a hole in one either.
So, yes, boys electing to play a little bit of touch footy here in Hawaii during the lay days. A little bit of tennis. I know the Sunset High School, primary school there, elementary school is always full of the Aussies there, as we see surfer in black.
Toby Martin just starting off with a nice carve. It's a bit of a smaller wave, but it's standing up pretty nice. Nice carve there, a lot of spray. Another little carve there, and he should hit the foam to finish it off. What did Toby need, Nut?
He needed a 7.11. So I'm not a judge, but I just don't think he quite got enough there.
Yeah, he surfed the wave really well, but it was a smaller one, so.
I think you might give him just might better that 4, so he might only need like a 6 or something.
Yeah, so he was
a little bit easier on himself coming in from the last 7 minutes.
So 7 minutes remaining. This heat's been definitely a little quiet. Parko got 2 scores at the start of the heat there. Paddling right now is the surfer in
red. I think it's Joel Parko. He's got a lot of wave to get around here, but he's flying right now. He's a big drawn out bottom turn, hopefully. Oh, he just couldn't get there. That's got to be frustrating.
Parko there trying to bring that one all the way in, because it looks like Armageddon's about to come through at the back. And takes a real man to deal with that wipeout out there, that beating up.
Yeah. You're lucky these guys are fit, because it's hard work. I mean, the guys that surfing the final have to surf 4 times, as we see White. Taj Burrows, nice big turn off the top. But unfortunately the wave shuts down and he has to kick out.
So we're still waiting for Taj to score to drop in. He got a 1.53. That's not going to help his course. He's still requiring a 9.10, Taj Burrows. And Toby Martin also requiring a 7.11. So, Mick, a couple of questions. Where's Kelly? Does anyone really know?
Don't know. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably playing golf somewhere in the world.
That's probably a pretty good bet. I think he plays golf more than he surfs these days, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's got to keep fit, right?
All that walking.
Yeah.
Tell you one thing, it gets a good thirst going.
It does. It's a bit of hard yakka. 18 holes anywhere, especially living on the Goldies up there, boys. It, Hitcho there, northern New South Wales, definitely the heat takes it out of you playing golf.
Yeah, you always work up a first and really rip in at the 19th hole. It's always good to have a fresh one and talk about the ups and downs of the round as we see yellow just take off under the lip there. Aritz Aranburu had that last good wave, but unfortunately he just slides out and falls off.
So that's the siren there for the 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes remaining. And there's a couple of things. Kelly Slater wasn't even at the contest, so you don't have to write in. Kelly Slater's got better things to do than be here at the Reef Hawaiian Pro.
There's nothing better to do, Nut.
That's right, but no, Kelly, we'll see him in action maybe at sunset. I'm sure we're definitely going to see him at Pipeline. And he's a man of many titles, a lot of respect in the sport of surfing, so I'm sure he's out taking a little break at the moment. So Mick, question here, has this WCT schedule has it been scheduled for next year? Fiji, back on.
Fiji's back on, yeah. Japan's not. But yeah, Fiji's back on. That we weren't able to go this year because of the coup. I was scared we were going to get shot on the island. But yeah, it's going to be awesome to go back to Fiji. I know it's one of Hicho's favourite spots on tour, around the bar there at Namotu.
Well, it's only a small island. There's not much there except for the bar, and it really draws you in. Been stuck at that bar many a times, and a few of the boys get a bit sloppy. A bit of karaoke chimes in, and there's actually been a couple of big nights too. I remember Hog's birthday a couple of times. There was definitely some messy times.
Oh, some definitely. I feel those skull draggers, and those things will do things to you don't even know.
So Mick, another question there also. How long was the par 3 and where was it where you got the hole in one?
Par 3, par 4. Just talk it up. As a par 4, it was at Royal Chindera, which is just a par 3 and 4 course on the Goldie, and yeah, I think it was 192 metres.
There you go. Decent swing, that one.
Yards, I don't know. And, yeah, it was a fluke.
Well, I wouldn't say a fluke, Mick, because definitely holding one, as you said, only been playing golf for a couple of months maybe. You played out here at the Turtle Bay?
I did. I played with Hicho the other day, and yeah, as I said, I'm not that good, so I won't even tell anyone my score.
Classic. Now, let's talk a little bit about Aritz. He's probably the underdog in this heat. You know, he has the least experience out of these guys, yet looks like he's going to move on through. You know, we're down to 2 minutes 30 seconds. Surfers in black, Toby Martin and Taj Burrows needing nearly 2 scoring rides. Aritz there will move, you know, unless we see Toby Martin there needs a 7-1-1 or Taj Burrows needs a near perfect ride. I bet if you're a betting man, you wouldn't have picked the Ritz before you went out there, right?
I don't know. Nutty's been surfing pretty good here, but yeah, obviously not a big name like some of the other guys. Joel Parko and Taj Burrows are just massive names in the world of surfing, and Toby Martin, well, he's been around for a while, and you know he can put it together.
So yeah, no disrespect there for Ritz, but you know, we're super stoked to see him in the event, still powering strong. I'm sure you know the people in the Basque Country there, very strong following there around the Mandaka.
Did the Ritz need the result here to qualify?
I think he was already in, maybe. But yeah, it's definitely going to improve his standings.
Yeah, I think a Ritz there, he's definitely, I think he was looking pretty good. However, look at that wave barreling through the lineup there. We are down to 1 minute and 30 seconds. 1 minute and 30 seconds, surfers in the water. Joel Parkinson in red out in front. In second, Aritz Aranburu from the Basque Country. In second. In third place, Toby Martin. Toby needs a 7.11. And in fourth place, Taj Burrows. And Taj just having a heat. He'd probably like to forget, mate. I think you might see TV and Tommy Witts at the bar together tonight.
Yeah, they'll be sharing stories about getting smashed and washed in.
Look at this set breaking out the back. That thing's about 100 foot.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. It's going to close out the whole bay.
As we've seen, ladies and gentlemen at home, I think the biggest set of the day is about to hit the lineup.
Oh, my God.
And do we have anyone out the back? Because this
I think I saw White, Taj Burrows maybe.
Poor
Poor guy, it just gets worse.
You can't even turn around and try to ride the foam on these things. You just bowl here, so you just got to give up and just bail.
Yeah,
that thing was massive.
That was a nugget. Look at that thing on the
Closed
inside
out
there.
The whole bay. And then there's another one too.
Ooh.
Oh my God. And someone said it was peaking already.
I remember just before the heat, Taj said, you think it's dropping, Nut? You've been watching a couple of heats, looks like it's come down a bit. No, mate.
It's a bit of an understatement. He'd be eating his words as well as some foam right about now.
He was actually thinking of dropping back the size of his surfboard. However, unfortunately for Toby Martin and Taj Burrows not making on through. However, we will see those guys surf out here again at Haleiwa, but the winners, Joel Parkinson and Aritz Aranburu, moving on through the semi-finals. And big thanks to you, Mick Fanning, for joining us here today, mate.
Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. Hicho.
See you tonight, Mick.
Yeah, for sure. No, you'll be seeing Eugene, don't worry.
So,
Good night, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, and I hope you guys enjoy the semis and the final. I know I'll be watching, and hope it doesn't keep doing this.
That's
Otherwise we're going to have to call up the contest.
Classic so.
Thanks, boys.
And big thanks there to Mick Fanning. We're fortunate enough to have the world champion join us up here in the commentary booth. Hicho, how's that, eh? It's always good to have Mick Fanning here come up and putting his 2 bobs in.
Yeah, he's a good bloke. It's always good to have a chat, and I'm sure we'll have another chat tonight over a frosty beer as we saw White. Who was that? Just eat it there.
That was Taji Burrows, and from the last heat, as we saw, Joel Parkinson moving on with the win there, along with the Spanish Aritz. And unfortunately, Taji Burrows there, so brilliantly all contests, just a little bit out of rhythm out there. Also, Toby Martin, his run comes to an end. I think he'd still be pretty happy with that performance, though, huh?
Oh, yeah. They'll be a little disappointed they don't get the opportunity to surf out here again today, but the quarterfinals is a pretty decent result. And I don't know, maybe Taj, after getting smashed that many times,